Another episode, another waiting to see what's going on with Van. So pretty much we have another one of those like spin-off, like anthology type episodes where nothing has to do with the original storyline as of yet. Possibly we could see this all coming together in some sort of big ending. I feel like we have only 4 episodes left, and I feel like there's still one more anthology episode to tell. So I will be talking about all the anthology episodes we've gotten so far in a separate video coming later this week. But let's get right into this one. So this one pretty much deals with a white, pretty rich and well-off family that their nanny has just recently passed away. She was from Trinidad and Tobago. And pretty much we have a situation where the nanny was taking care of the kid more than the actual parents. And the parents really don't know the kid. And the kid has sort of this close connection to the nanny as well. So they eventually do tell the kid what happened. They attend a funeral, and the funeral just doesn't go like they were envisioning it to go. The kids of the nanny ultimately feel that she wasn't there enough for them. She was out there taking care of other children as well, and it just turns into a whole like thing at the funeral. The family ends up leaving, and throughout the whole episode, a mysterious package keeps arriving that is addressed to the nanny, but the family keeps on returning it and not really opening it until the very end. After the funeral, they do open it, and they see that it is the school pictures that the nanny took with the child that the parents didn't even know about or even care to do so. So what is this episode, and what's that ending? So we're going to talk about some of the things that I picked up from it, and there's definitely a lot more things as well. So let's start off with the biggest thing is the whole having like Black and POC caregivers taking care of like elite children, and ultimately that leads them to lose sight of their own children at times as well. And I think this definitely is something that's talking about how in the past also Black enslaved women were made to take care of the white children and pretty much disregard their own during those times as well. So they were forced as well to breastfeed these children and make sure they were fed and everything before they could even take care of their children. Sometimes they weren't even given that option. So definitely a lot of that symbolism here as well, especially in the funeral scene where we see that the children talk about how their mother, pretty much due to capitalism and all of that, was forced to do these jobs and forced to pretty much like put these other children before their own children. And we see a lot of that anger and hostility in that final scenes at the funeral, even though they are just sharing their grief and their sadness, which isn't something that anybody should be scared about that's happening, because this is just how they feel and they should be allowed to express themselves as well, which is something that the man tells the family at the end also as they are leaving, seemingly scared of what's transpiring and happening here. So I think another thing also to take from this episode is how the family has left pretty much all responsibility of the child and like pretty much not caring about like the child because they know the nanny's there, not really trying to interact or pretty much share these memories with them because they're just thinking the nanny takes care of it, whatever, all of that. We meet somebody at the funeral who has been taking care of nannies, and when they ask where that person's from, they say Tribeca. This sort of Caribbean accent to them that doesn't fit with them because it's a white guy, and they're asking if he was born over there or what, and he eventually says Tribeca is where he was like raised and stuff. So we definitely see that he was very much so more in the care of the nanny and picked up these things from them as well. So it really shows that these like elite don't really take care of the children and then just put all the burden on the nanny. Also, I think some of the aspects where they were talking about how quickly they could just replace her with another nanny and trying to find a better nanny that would sort of teach the child more as well, when they're mentioning a Chinese nanny so that the child could learn Mandarin, so that because they're going to be in business or whatever, they could be having an edge, and sort of not seeing these people as people, but more sort of as goods that they can purchase and all of that, really dehumanizing them, even the parts where they don't even know if they're deciding to go to the funeral or not. Even though she had been a part of the family for a long time, it's still sort of seen as like, well, she's more just like our service goods, whatever. I don't really see her much as the family, so why would we go to the funeral? That's pretty much what it gave there, even though they didn't say it. So I definitely see that aspect of it right there. Very messed up in my opinion. A lot in this episode, given the situation and everything. So that ending, let's talk about it. By the end of the episode, the dad eventually does open the package, and it's actually the school pictures that the nanny did take with the kid. And I think that this definitely is sort of like symbolism of how throughout the whole episode they're trying to push the nanny away and all of this, and really just making it seem like she was just a nanny and all of that, nothing more than special or anything of it, and just trying to move on with their lives, when in fact this nanny was such a huge part of the kid's life, and the way he acts and the way he is, even in the church and all of that, the phrases he knows as well from her home, and just pretty much saying like, yeah, let's move on. But you can't move on. This is family, like, to the child. This is somebody who was a big role in their life, whether you like it or not, whether you saw it like that or not, or you didn't have that connection with her, the child did. And so I think that them trying to sort of push this package away and away and away is just like, it keeps coming back, because it's something that's like just gonna always be there, and you can't hide away from it. You can't make it go away, because it is what it is. And I think that we see that at the end, this nanny had more impact on this child's life than the parents have at this moment in time. And I think that that definitely shows a lot, especially how the parents were acting towards the nanny as well, and future nannies, whoever they may be, just like somebody that they could just hire and just forget about it, right? Like, not care, dehumanizing, all of that. So that's were just some of the things that I caught on from the episode. Let me know what you caught on as well in the comments down below. And yeah, let me know what you think about Atlanta so far. Like I said, I think they need to do a lot better writing with the women here. I think that there is a lot that they could definitely improve on. I think, like, primarily we have to talk about Van, because we're 7 episodes in, and I feel like we haven't even gotten to the root of her yet at all this season. I don't know if there's 10 or 11 episodes left, so I'm not too sure exactly how much they're going to do. So definitely, I think that the women in this show deserve a lot more. So we'll see if they can do anything by the end of it, but at this point, I'm not even sure if they will. So let me know your opinions on it down below. As always, that's going to do it for me. If you haven't already subscribe, hit that notification bell up here. Make sure that you also give this video a thumbs up on the road to 21,000 subscribers. Less than 400 to go, so super pumped for that. Check out all my other videos I did as well. Follow me on Culture Elixir anywhere up here as well. At Twitter, at TikTok, it's the same name, Culture Elixir. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. As always, let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe, stay positive.